Hello, wonderful attendees. I'm your host, Dalvinder Kaur from Lovely Professional University. Get ready to dive into today's topic, that is career in psychology, exploring options beyond clinical practice and an interaction with successful LPU graduates. Before we proceed further, allow me to introduce the experts of the day. Dr. Manish Kumar Verma, Professor, Head of Department of Psychology, Lovely Professional University. With the 22 years of experience in teaching and counseling, Dr. Verma has supervised 7 PhD scholars and authored 45 research papers. So now I would like to introduce Ms. Harsimranjit Kaur, Junior Criminal Psychologist, District Court, Hoshiarpur, with an MSc in Forensic Psychology from the District Court in Hoshiarpur. So now I would like to introduce the admission nominee also in this webinar, Mr. Mohammad Saeed, CP, working as Senior Officer in Lovely Professional University. With over 5 years of experience in the field of career counseling and guidance, he assists 1,000 plus students in navigating their career paths and providing support to help their career goals. Before we proceed further in today's session, I would like to request everyone for any questions you can write in the chat box or in the Q&A box, and same will be addressed from my side at the end of this webinar. And now I hand over the things to Dr. Manish and Ms. Harsimranjit, and it would be an absolute delight to listen from them. Over to you both.
Thank you, Dalvinder. And I think this is the webinar related with the psychology, because most of the people are talking about the psychology and they are thinking about only clinical practice. So here we are just giving you the insight related with we are not talking about only clinical practice. We are talking about different scenario with the psychology. As my main line, we are always saying, where there is a human, there is a psychology. So there is a not only in clinical practice, every field we need related with the psychology. So here I am just going my presentation with your kind permission. Can I share my screen with the presentation? So anybody told me my presentation is visible?
Yes, your screen is visible. You can continue, Dr. Manish.
Thank you. So this is the webinar on career in psychology, exploring beyond clinical practice. So we are talking about, most of the time we are talking about why psychology. So Harsimran, you are with me. So you just tell me what is the most common answer. I'm just writing here. The most common answer is mental health and well-being. Rather than this, can you tell me what are the different answers related to the psychology? Harsimran, are you there?
Can you please unmute yourself, Ms. Harsimranjit Kaur? Yes, thank you. You can continue.
Yes, thank you, sir. So yes, the most common answer is it is for mental health well-being, and the most common answer we hear is that can you read our mind? It is to understand people. So that is the most common answer. But I would like to point out that psychology is far more diverse field than this, and we have we commonly observe that psychology is present in every field of life, from the moment we wake up, we interact with our parents or our friends, anyone, the interactions, the human interactions, or the how we treat others, and in the educational setup, in your family, and in work setup, every or every setup is closely integrated with the psychology.
So, Simran, I think I just share next slide so the people and you also understand. We just discuss on the spectrum of psychology, right? So, this is the basic spectrum of psychology where psychiatry is there, nursing is there. But rather than psychiatry and nursing, there is a ample field where people work. They are work in the law field as you are working in a court, right? As an assistant
Yes.
psychologist, forensic psychology, psychology and law, criminology. If we talk about the education, there is a school psychology, educational psychology is also there. If we talk about the management, business, industry, marketing, there is a organizational psychology, industrial psychology. There is a lot of ample careers. If you are talking about human factors. If we go with the engineering, we also talk about the engineering psychology. The people are most of the confused without with the engineering psychology, that engineering with the human factor, right? That is must involve nowadays. Nowadays people are talking about ergonomics also. They are making the things according to the human abilities. Means I'm just giving the basic idea of human engineering, that engineering psychology, that is related with the machines for the human ability, right? Most of the time we make the machine, we are not checking the human ability, but here we are checking the human ability and then make machines. So family study, social psychology, history of psychology, these are different fields where people are working. Nowadays, the people are talking about the Indian psychology, the Indian methods of psychology. So there is a lot of field where we are working on that. Zero psychology, aging and development, right? So different fields are there. What is your comment on that?
Yes, sir. I would like to point out that these are not only emerging fields, but these are well-established field as well. There are some of the fields like organizational psychology and educational psychology, which are well-established. But most of the people, they are not aware of these things. They are only focused on clinical psychology or the psychologies that are very prevalent in our social media, or there's those types of psychology that are shown through the medium of movies or TV series, etc.
Right.
And this engineering psychology, organizational psychology, social psychology, these all are very important for our day-to-day life, for smooth conduction of everything. As you pointed out that engineering psychology, it is very important to pursue in this field, because it not only it analyzes how people work, but it helps the engineer to design the machines to uh, you know for its maximum efficiency. And these it is very important that we broaden our spectrum, broaden our mind to, and open up to these other kinds of psychologies as well.
Right. If I'm just talking about emerging field, so can you tell me about some emerging fields of psychology?
Yes, sure, sir. So one of is forensic psychology. One of the emerging fields is that, and then there is psychopharmacology and ergonomics. These are some of the emerging fields. And so to elaborate on forensic psychology, so we can't say that it is the most emerging field, like the latest field. It has been present there, but it is developing now. And for forensic psychology or the criminal psychology, it is very important to for the you know okay, so traditionally the criminals were not that supported, or they were seen as the deviants of the society. But now with the emergence of criminal psychology and forensic psychology, the people they we are giving chance to criminals as well. So with in that field, in rehabilitation psychology or restorative justice, so this we are giving the chance to criminals to reintegrate in the society after, like, they have completed their prison time.
Right.
So that's something in in line with social psychology. So that's how we can integrate different fields of psychology, and there are more chances to create new fields as well.
So now, with the spectrum of psychology, we can discuss the traditional jobs are mostly traditional jobs are clinical psychologist and counselor, right?
Yes, sir.
And the people are much aware about these things, I think,
Yes.
right? But if I'm just going with the option beyond clinical practice, now can you give some light on every area? Because you are, I think, and I remember you are from forensic psychology background. So what is
Hmm.
your experience about forensic psychology? And after that, you also understand we are offering industrial and organizational. So can you tell me the some glimpse of this particular options beyond clinical practice?
Yes, sure, sir. So for forensic psychology, we don't only deal with the criminals who have completed their term, but we also work closely with law to provide to help the law to determine the punishment of the person, of the criminal, or to analyze the profile of the criminal to know if that person is of sound mind. And with all that, and we help the law, like the forensic psychologists, they help the law to determine the punishment and to analyze the profile of the criminal. And in organizational psychology, we work with like in organizational psychology, there are many theories of organizational psychology which are very useful and helpful for the well conduction of the people, well conduction of work in an organizational setup. And for as for neuropsychology is working closely with the structure of the brain and how the brain works and how we can integrate psychology with it. And it has helped us a lot in many areas like sports psychology as well. And it is working, like it is a very emerging and budding field in the psychology. And cyber psychology, talking about cyber psychology, it is closely related to forensic psychology. Because cyber psychology, we can say that some people may think that cyber psychology, how can we integrate psychology in cyber field, like right in the digital field?
I just interrupt you, but I'm just saying cyber psychology is related with the forensic, but nowadays cyber psychology is going with a lot of different area that is related with the propaganda and other things, right?
Yes, yes,
Propaganda,
sir.
persuasion, all things are involved with the cyber psychology.
Yes,
How people influence and how they get the different chances with their, maybe there are some artificial intelligence also working, but some cookies of the websites also working. So cyber psychology is a most of the thing, because nowadays the people hire for user experience with the psychology background people. All
yes,
right.
sir.
One of the my one of a student from the distance education from psychology, he is asking about this particular thing because he is having the experience of user experience, and they are talking about cyber psychology. So that is good. You are relate that is a forensic, but I think cyber psychology is not everywhere, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, I completely agree with you. With the emergence in digital media and social media, cyber psychology can be linked with every field, like organizational psychology, industrial psychology, because we are always surrounded by technology and digital media, and with AI. Now, the emerging field, one of the emerging field is AI and machine learning. So, cyber psychology is everywhere. So, I think it is very important to dive deeper into this field and to know more about it, because in the future, this is one of the most important areas, which is going to be most important areas.
Right. So, any other point? As we are discussed, forensic, neuropsychology, industrial organizational, industrial psychology is also deal with that human relations and zero psychology. Nowadays, what is the biggest issue? If I am just talking about, as all over country reports, there is a reports, the people, aged people are more nowadays,
Yes, sir.
right? When aged people are more, and that there is a problem of their own personal things, that is a zero psychology works over there, right? The
Yes,
problem of aging and how they understand, so that is zero psychology is also working over there, right?
yes,
Can
sir.
I ask you one question?
Yes.
How psychology work with the advertisement? What is your experience with that?
Yes, sir. Their psychology is very, actually, it is very important in advertisement. So the main example is the color theory, color psychology. So we have often heard that we should not go for shopping when we are hungry. And the companies, they use this tactic, they use this red color. Red color, it enrages our hunger, it increases our hunger. So whenever we go in shopping mall, so in the food aisle there is red color more. So if we are hungry, the red color, it signals our brain that we are more hungry and we buy more food. So, and that only, not that, the way the ads are represented, there are many car ads. Recently I saw this German ad. It was about the safety of the car. So that car, it only opens from inside, from in to one side, that is to the, like, the left side, so that the people won't be able to, meet accidents when they get out of the car on the roadside, into the incoming traffic. And they have represented with the grim reaper, so that is somehow like they trigger the, the basic survival tendencies of the person. So it is very important to, for in the advertisement department especially, to increase the sales and to connect with people more.
So there is a one, I think two things we left, and that is most important in the psychology also, is sports and gaming,
Yes, sir.
right? So can
Yes,
you
sir.
tell something about that?
Yes.
Because
So,
these are options. If I'm talking about sports, there is a very much open options for sports psychology, and I think it is started. The people know about this is always there, but people know about after 2003 World Cup. One that because cricket is in our country is a very much famous. So that is after 2003 World Cup, people know about the psychologist for the team, right? So
yes,
sports is an emerging area where psychologists needed rather than physiotherapy, rather than other staff. There is psychologists also needed for understanding their achievements, right?
yes, sir. In sports psychology, in sports psychology is most needed. Um, First of all, it is for, team building.
Right,
The coaches, they should be aware of psychological practices. At least they should have basic understanding for the better team development, for the smooth practices, and not only while playing sports, after the sports as well. Let's say, unfortunately, if some player gets hurt during the game or while practicing, so for their recovery as well, the psychology is important, like how they should handle with it, and how the people surrounding them should handle with it, their teams mate. So in every aspect, not only while the game is going on, or in the field, but out the field as well. Psychology is very important in sports.
right. And nowadays online gaming, I think all gaming platforms just make use of psychology in every practice, right? So
Yes,
this is a basic glimpse. We are talking about option beyond clinical practice, right? So just I think because your area is that, so you can focus some on law practices with the psychology.
yes, sir. So, yes, as you pointed out, that for virtual reality or for gaming, psychology is very, it closely relates with cyber psychology, and gaming platforms are the ones where the crime is also happening more. So, cyber psychology, gaming platforms, actually, this all is very closely related. These are, although these are different fields, but we need to have knowledge for every field to work in this modern world. And the cyber psychology and this virtual reality or gaming psychology, it also closely relates with law. So while formulating new laws and to update the laws according to the needs of the developing society, psychologists are also needed in law. Now, in the courthouse, psychologists are continuously needed to analyze the criminals, the criminal profiles. Not only criminals, but the lawyers and the judges are also needed to be, assessed timely for the smooth conduction of the law, to make sure that the justice is served properly, and no unfair means or no unfair practices are used.
Right, Rajinder. So I think just to move beyond this, I think we have discussed ample careers with beyond clinical practice. So I'm just giving one quote over there. Psychology is essential for understanding and resolving personal issues, managing emotions, developing effective coping strategies, and making informed, positive changes in one's life, and that done in every area. And I don't think so with every area where a human works that needed as like if you are talking about industry and the people, now people are talking about the human well-being also, human mental well-being also, right?
Yes.
So that is
Yes.
also important one area. So we overall thought is psychology is people oriented. So where are the people, there is a psychology, all right?
Yes, sir. that is right. And this nowadays, there with the awareness in people about psychology and mental health, there is a large surge in organizational psychology, and there is very in most of the companies there is this psychologist available in their offices as well to work closely with people, work closely with the employees and the employers, and to maintain the smooth conduction of the work.
Right. So now, Simran, I just move further and just give you some glimpse of our social science department, right?
Yes, sir.
So just go through that, and if you have any suggestion or comment on that particular things, if you have something, so we discuss that. So just go to just your department tour. So that is, this is our building, right? School of
Yes.
Liberal and Creative Arts, and these are our ranking. That is the first rank amongst university social science subjects. Our social science subject also categorized 12th in QS World Ranking, right? About the school, one of the top institution in liberal arts, based industry-driven and research-oriented curricula. And as you know, that there is a social, meaningful life projects you are doing, building professional careers in social entrepreneurship, and competitive exam also. So these are program offered. Most of the program offered in social sciences, Bachelor of Art honors, Bachelor of Arts also, and in different subjects. Languages, psychology, we are offering three different courses, that is clinical psychology, psychology, and forensic psychology. In that different courses, we also offered some specialization. As like in psychology, we are giving specialization related with the rehabilitation, in clinical psychology, rehabilitation, child psychology, and counseling. In psychology, we are offering organizational, industrial organizational psychology, applied psychology, and counseling psychology. So we have the different options within the Master of Arts also. And this is the MSc Forensic Psychology, that is basically specialized course. So I think you are the student of Forensic Psychology. Can you tell about something about your course which you covered in 2 years?
Yes, sir. So, in the forensic psychology, we might think that we only study about law or the criminal field only. But in our course, the basics of psychology were covered as well, very well, and we also studied like the important parts like social psychology was is necessary for understanding people, to understand criminals or to understand the law, the people who deal with the law. We need to understand people in general. So we learned social psychology, applied social psychology. This forensic psychology course is well developed or well designed. So it contains behavioral analysis of people and biological basis of behavior to understand brain, how the brain works, and to understand the different kind of disorders or mental health problems as well. And in LPU, or in this social sciences department, the for forensic psychology, and I am sure for the clinical psychology as well as psychology, the practical the emphasis is given to practical approach as well. So along with the theoretical practices, the practical classes are also integrated in the coursework, and it is very helpful to know how the things work in the real world,
Right.
and we are well prepared for real world as well.
Right, Simran. So there is a second point, curriculum highlight. As like you are also go with all these points, that is community development projects, ecosystem for IPR, and I think you are also having your IPR and paper publication, gamification, and real-time scenario, summer internship. You are also goes with that. Blended learning MOOCs. You are also registered for some MOOCs or some courses also. So
Yes.
I'm just focusing on gamification. What is your experience with the gamification and summer internship?
Yes. So the gamification, it is not so new, but for yes, it is well integrated in the semester work and the course work, and I think it is a very novel approach towards learning, and it is good thing for in gamification. The students are able to learn the importance of counseling, like different uh, important factors or important topics are taught through gamification. So the gamification is also divided into different parts. It
And
contains,
development of competition also, I
yes,
think.
yes, it is very necessary for the development of competition as well.
Right.
Yeah.
And
So, I'm sorry, sir.
summer internship, what is your experience
Yes.
with the summer
For
internship?
summer internship, yes, the department, the TPC, and the placement cell, they work closely with us to help us to get placed in summer internships, to score summer internships as well. And it is a interdisciplinary thing, because for summer internships as well, we can, for me, as I am telling my personal experience as forensic student. So, as a forensic student, I was also able to get internship in clinical background. So, it is a good thing that we are not limited to our subjects only. We can explore different fields as well. And I'm sure the clinical psychology students or the general psychology students, they also are able to secure internships in different fields. And how the department is very helpful, how the teachers are very helpful, that is a very great opportunity for the students.
Right, right. And Simran, I'm just showing some discipline of our school and one master class of Living Legion Padbhushan Ruskin Launcher is also taking the master class of writing. So our most of our students are going with the technical writing. Also, they are going with the content writing jobs. So I thinking the English is the basic requirement for the content writing, and I think master class, if you are getting master class with the Padbhushan Ruskin Bond, then I think you are very good in content writing. So our course strength is syllabus map with the competitive exam, our live industry project and regular visit field project we talk about. Community projects we are providing, master classes there, study and research facilities are there, interdisciplinary research orientations is there, MOU we are having lots of MOU with the discussion, right? Some hospitals and some other organizations, some and I think some student chapters is taken care by you also, Simran, right?
Yes, sir. This is Youth Peace
Yes.
Organization. Yes,
Yes.
sir.
Tell about your organization which you run in the university.
Yes, sure, sir. So, first of all, I would like to point out the community development projects which are integrated in the coursework. It is a very great approach, and it helps to, like, especially as a psychology student, these community development projects are very important for the coursework. And as for MOUs, there are multiple MOUs signed by the department with different companies and different organizations. One of them is Global Peace Foundation, and the organization that I was CEO of, it is Zenith Minds, and it is a psychology organization which provides students with different opportunities for internships with this Global Peace Foundation. And there is this other MOU with Speaking Cube company organization as well. And the main motto of Zenith Minds, the organization, it is to integrate learning through practical exposure, and not only through classes or theoretical practices, but through practical exposure and through fun, in a fun way. So we organize different events aimed at different or occasions, like mental health day was celebrated, and other, like suicide prevention day, these were celebrated, or yes,
Right.
to
Thank you.
spread awareness among the people.
I'm just focusing some careers because you discussed all about that things. So I'm just giving you placement highlights with your senior. I'm not going with you also, right? So I'm just showing the placement highlights of our students. The students have been placed highest package of 10 LPA. So that is good for psychology. And I think here I just stopped, right? So now you start your journey. If you have some questions, I think with the after admission webinar we are going with the. So I just stop my screen. So Davinder ma'am, kindly over to you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Manish Kumar and Ms. Simranjeet Kaur. And now I would request to the admission nominee, Mr. Mohammed Saeed, to be on the screen. Over to you, Mr. Mohammed Saeed. Mohammed, yes.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much. Give me a second. Good morning, all. I hope my screen is visible for everyone.
Yes, your screen is visible. You can continue.
Thank you. Thank you so much. So, as we know, our alumni, and so I shared a lot of information regarding, especially the psychology, like a lot of insight regarding psychology and opportunities what you can get, and how a university can the faculties can change the brings changes into your academics and everything. We had checked up with a lot of scopes and in the industry also. So, and from my side, I would like to share some, important parts about university, especially accreditations and what the facilities we do provide to our candidates and the scholarships and the eligibility criteria of the particular programs and what are the programs we provide under the psychology and all. So the first we can check about the accreditations and rankings, and we all know universities is accredited with NAC A++, and out of the 4 scale we got 3.68. That's in the first cycle itself we got it, and among all the private and government universities and dual mode universities, we secured this the highest score, and we got this ranking accreditations in the first cycle itself. And the one few more other accreditations we do have ACBSPs, and we do have National Council for Teachers Education, approval, and UGC. As we all know that that all the universities should have the UGC approvals. We do have the same thing, and we do have uh, National Council Teachers Education NCTE accreditations also, and we do have approval for the Pharmacy Council of India. We have Indian Association of Physiotherapists Council approval, and the Indian Institute of Town Planners, which means ITPI approval also. And we are having approvals for the AICT for the ODL on online mode education also, and we are member in different associations like AIU, Association of Indian Universities, and International Association of Universities also. And we are into Association of Commonwealth Universities. It's a UK body also. So you can understand, we are into different bodies and accreditations, and so that's clearly indicates the quality of education also. And we do have other rankings like a WURI rankings. We got this in the first attempt itself, to secure the global ranking band of 101 to 200 ranks. Okay, so you can understand the one more thing over here. You can see in this rankings and accreditations, the universities like MIT, Harvard, and Oxford University, Cambridge, like the Ivy League universities used to participate in these rankings. So we also secured a good ranks in these rankings. And here you can see the other things also. We got a third rank in Atal rankings also. That's like a Atal ranking of institutions on innovation achievements. This we got a third ranks, and that's also in the among all the universities like deemed and self-financing private universities also, right? And other than the rankings and accreditations, I would like to share some few other information also. We do support our kids in their extracurricular activities like also sports and other extracurricular activities also. This is an example for that. And our kids won the champion, they won the trophy on the 37th Inter-University Youth Festival. So in the different events our kids participated, students participated, they won the trophy also. So this is the one thing, and other thing, you can see the pictures over here, the heroes of our nation, those who won the medal in the Olympics, to 2020 Olympics, and they bring they made a history, and it's like a like we celebrate a lot of things celebrate in that moment. So these are the heroes of our nation, and they are also a part of LPU. They done their studies from LPU. They are students of LPU. So you can once you see these pictures, you can understand around we got one gold medal and one silver and two bronze medal also throughout students through the students of LPU, and 13 students were participated, and out of this 12 won the medal also. And other thing is that in recently LPU win the National Sports Award, that's Maulana Abdul Kalam Azad Sports Trophy also on 2023. And here also a lot of students from LPU, they have participated and they won the medals also. So you can see the pictures over here. And this is conducted by the Ministry of Youth Affairs and the Sports and under the Government of India. Yes, you can see the other things over here, and the same members and some more added over here, and they won the medal in 19 Asian Games. And the one person is very famous for us, which is Neeraj Chopra. And other than that, a lot of other members like Preeti and Praveen Huda, they won the medals also. So this shows that universities support our students for extracurricular activities also, like the cultural events and the sports events also. And the other things, we talk about the exposure. We do provide a lot of opportunity for the students to interact with the highly influenced people and the experts in their respective areas also. This can be an opportunity for the students to get more exposure from them. They can learn from them, like how they become successful in their life and what they can take from these people. So these things also we provide to our students, and you can see Dalai Lama, he visited our campus, and previous Afghan president Hamid Karzai, and Mr. Arun Jaitley, and a lot of other members also visited the campus. You can see over here the Shah Rukh Khan and MS Dhoni, and a lot of other celebrities also visited the campus. So this can be an opportunity for you to have an interaction with them, and you can understand how they become successful in their life, and you can have an exposure also through this. And you can see the infrastructure of the campus. It's a really beautiful campus. You can see the auditorium inside the campus and well-equipped Mac labs, the library, world-class library, and this is a shopping mall inside the campus. So students can get all the facilities inside the campus, all the basic things they can get from the campus itself. And gaming area, sports facilities, and we do have a hospital inside the campus. If something happens for the students, we do take care of all the basic necessary things inside the campus itself. And we are equipped with solar energy, which means the greenfield energy also. We do, we are sufficient with the green energy also. And these are some pictures of the campus. It's a night view of the campus. And we have discussed about the, sports achievements of our students. So you can see what are the facilities we provide for the students inside the campus itself. We do have a world-class, indoor gaming area, so indoor stadium also. So we do provide all the facilities like shooting range and combat sports areas also. And we have a swimming pool, world-class swimming pool also. So you can see all these facilities over here. So students can avail all these facilities also inside the campus. Now we can go live. We can check about the remaining process, which is admission process, programs, and all these things. I would like to share that also over here. See, for any kind of admission process or anything, you can visit our university website. It's not only about admissions, all the new updates and everything is available in university's website. And you can visit lpu.in. Over there, you can see a lot of new updates, placement updates, and new industry collaborations and admission information also. Each and everything you can see over here. So if someone is looking for the admission, you can visit the university website and you can click on the option of admission, and you can see the programs after 12th, after diploma, after graduation, and after post-graduation. Each and every programs are available inside the university website itself. If you are looking for the PG psychology programs, you can click on over here after graduation, which means the post-graduation programs and regular programs. You can click over here. So it will direct you to the other programs, like the programs after graduation. And over here, you can see the different disciplines, and we can call the psychology. Under psychology, we do have three different domains. As so I was discussing over here, we do have MSc Forensic Psychology, and we do have MA Psychology, and we do have MA Clinical Psychology also. So if we check about MA Clinical Psychology, we can check about the eligibility part and all these things. So if we go to the MA Clinical Psychology, so you can see the industry immersions. We do have tie-up with different industries for the exposure for our kids. They can go for the industrial trainings in this institution, and they can get an exposure from them. So these are the few industrial collaborations. And if we check about other informations, You can see the eligibility criteria over here for for the particular programs, and how much percentage of marks you have to get, and what is should be the background of the previous qualification. And you can see the rankings and accreditations over here, and you can see the other things, the publications and experts interaction and research scholars. All these informations are available inside the website itself, and few of our students' achievements also from the particular area. And for this particular program, we do provide scholarship based on different criterias. And one thing is the LP-UNIST examination, which is university entrance examination. So if you are looking for a good scholarship, and we do provide a good scholarship for the eligible candidates. So if you're looking for the scholarship, you can see the previous year, the question paper patterns and sample questions and cities available, test cities available near to you. And we do conduct this entrance examination in two modes. One is online, another one is offline mode. And if you are looking for the test center based examination, you can see the test cities also near to you. And you can see the curriculum highlights like the specialization, industry interface, and study abroad option also you can see over here. And we do provide our curriculum in the website itself. You can understand what is the subject curriculum we do provide, and the specialization like the child psychology, counseling psychology, rehabilitation psychology. These things you can see over here. And the generic electives also you can see over here. It's like the research and UGC net. And once we come to the fees and scholarship, the basic fee also you can see over here, and the scholarships what we provide to the candidates. All these informations are available in the university website. And we do provide scholarship based on different criteria. One is the qualifying exam, which means your graduation, based on the graduation. Other thing is, which I already mentioned, based on the LP-UNIST examination, which is conducted by our university. And we do provide scholarship for the CUT aspirants also, those who are coming to the CUT, and we provide scholarship. And we do provide other scholarships also, scholarship based on the innovation and startup and entrepreneurship, and sports related scholarship, cultural R&D, and other social services and bravery awards candidates also we provide scholarship. And we do provide financial aids also for the eligible candidates. So these are some basic information regarding the program. And other things, how to apply. You can sign up on the website, and other thing, you can take admission. And if you're looking for the scholarship, you can complete the LP-UNIST application part also. Then you can book the slot for the entrance examination, and you can give entrance examination. And once you complete your entrance examination, based on your eligibility, we do provide a better scholarship for the eligible candidate. And these are the schedules, and it's very much important. On 25th of June, we're going to close the admission for the maximum scholarship. So if someone is looking for the admissions, kindly submit your application and secure a seat, within this deadline also. And I would like to add one more point over here, and which I have missed in the previous slides. We do provide hostel facilities also inside the campus, and we do have a huge hostel facility, residential facilities inside the campus. So we do have, around we are accommodating around 24,000 students inside the campus. That's much capacity we do have, and which is safe and secure. And all the basic necessary facilities are also available inside the campus. And thank you so much. And ma'am, now it's yours.
Thank you so much,
Alvinda,
Mr. Mohammed Saeed. As I can see, there's some questions from our participants. Can we take questions from Mr. Mohammed and Dr. Manish?
Yes, I'm ready for that.
Thanks for giving me chance to address your questions. Malika Arora is asking here, a difference between organizational and industrial psychology, Mr. Manish.
This is basically called IO psychology. But when we are talking about industrial psychology, we are talking about industrial setup, right? This is combined IO psychology. But when we just go with the industrial setup, then we are talking about the difference in setup of industry, right? About the machine. As like if I'm just going with a human engineering, this is comes in the industrial psychology. When we are talking about organizational behavior and human behavior in organization, that comes under organizational psychology. But most of the time, these are the combined as a IU psychology.
Thank you so much, Dr. Manish. I hope, Malika, you got your answer from our expert. Mr. Mohammed says, someone is asking here, how are the placements done in a lovely professional university, and what's the process? Unmute yourself first. Yes.
Sorry. Yeah, we do support students for the placements and internship also. So, Manish sir also over here. It's, he can give a better explanation regarding this thing,
I'm
but it's,
I'm just giving you this time answer. Our
yeah,
if I'm just talking about this year pass out our
yes,
students, there are we are just looking at taking care approximate 75 students, and most of them are placed. Right,
okay,
out of 75 there are the 40 placed, and if I'm just going with the number only, the 40 student placed, 10 student taken admission for the PhD, and 20 students just go for the higher education with the MPhil in clinical psychology and other field, because most of the students comes from the clinical psychology background there. So all are placed. If I am just taking a higher education as a placement, then our 100% placement is there.
and we
Once
do
again,
support for the, internship and industrial collaboration also. As I have mentioned in the university websites also, you have given
yes.
some example.
Yes. Once again, thanks to Mr. Mohammed Saeed, Dr. Manish Kumar, and Ms. Harsimranjeet Kaur. I hope all the participants got the answers from our experts. As we come to the end of this webinar, I want to express my deepest gratitude to our experts for sharing their valuable insights and expertise with us. Your presence, enthusiasm, and active participation have made this experience truly special. Hopefully, the attendees found this webinar to be valuable and will be able to utilize the information for better decision making regarding admission. If anyone wants to access this webinar again, they can visit our website, that is lpu.in, or can be accessed on YouTube also. Stay connected with us for future webinars. Until we meet again, with the permission of my seniors, I would be signing off this webinar. Take care and goodbye. Have a beautiful day.
Thank you, Dalvin. Thank you so much.
Thank you.